107.7 GNA, Albany's #1 for new country. It's Brian and Chrissy in the morning.
Good morning. This is Thomas Rhett. How are y'all?
That's amazing,
we
dude.
love that.
How you doing, man?
Good to hear from y'all.
Yeah.
I'm better than I deserve. Thank you for asking.
Oh, I love that.
Before we get into your concert, just want to, get maybe one more take on your date night with Lauren when you all went to Taylor Swift a couple weeks ago. How was that?
It was good, man. It was a whirlwind of a few days. Because I had just gotten back in town from the road. I just done 3 concerts, pulled into the house at 5 a.m., went to church with the family, and my wife had gone to Taylor Swift the evening before that and got home at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh.
And then around 5 o'clock that evening, Lauren was like, honey, you have to go see this concert. And I was like, babe, I'm about to fall asleep. But let's go. And we went, and it was the night that she had like the 3-hour rain delay. So she didn't go on stage until like 11:30. So we didn't get out of there until almost 3 o'clock in the morning. But it was worth it. It was a blast. It was one of the craziest like visual performances that I've ever seen. It was mind blowing.
Were you able to just enjoy yourself?
Yeah, I for sure will. I mean, once
Good.
I got over the fact that I'm never going to be able to afford half the stuff that she had on stage, I turned into a fan very quickly.
Did you put some numbers together? Can you even conceptualize what a show like that cost? Go ahead. Yeah.
This is the crazy part. Like I always kind of measure how much a show costs on how many tractor trailers, 18-wheelers you got rolling with you every night. Yep. And we have 12, and I think that is a lot. She has like 58.
Whoa, are you kidding?
Yeah. Wow. So when you think about that number, and I know what my numbers are, you just kind of you sit there and just quadruple it. I mean, it's absolutely insane. But I mean, especially when she started playing stuff from when we were all 16 years old, like when me and my wife were 16, we both started just having these very nostalgic moments.
Unbelievable. And she plays the instruments and everything. I mean, she does it all.
Yeah.
That's
she does
crazy.
It all.
Well, Thomas, we don't have any time to talk about Thursday, but we do appreciate a couple of minutes with you today.
That's okay.
No, we're kidding.
I'm just T Swift's hype man.
We want to talk about your family, which I know that you probably brings a smile to your face. We know those girls are going to be set up for life. How do you keep them humble, Thomas? How do you and Lauren do
my
that?
Gosh. Oh man, it's I would say it's a battle, but it's also not, because Lauren and I both grew up very simple. You know what I mean? Lauren was raised over in 30 minutes outside of Nashville West, and I was raised 30 minutes outside of Nashville North, and we had everything that we needed for sure from our families, but we didn't do anything extravagant as a family. You know what I mean? It was one beach trip a summer and Disney World every 4 years. You know what I mean? It was, and so that's kind of how we have modeled it with our kids. The Lord has blessed us so greatly. I'm so mind blown at the things that we've gotten to accomplish as an artist. But at the end of the day, I love being able to look at my kids and say, hey, Daddy worked really hard for this. And I also want you to know that it is possible to do what you love for a living, I think there's a lot of kids that might look at their parents and go, man, I wonder if Dad hates his job, or I wonder if Mom hates their job. When I tuck them in when I'm leaving for the road, I always say, hey, Daddy gets to go do this. I don't have to go do this. I get to go do this.
I like that.
It's a privilege to go do it. And so just making sure that we always lead by example of, showing gratitude on a daily basis. And I think it just kind of, it trickles down, and it's been amazing to watch them kind of live in their own journey of what that means.
Are you getting nervous maybe about social media creeping in?
Yeah, on the social media front, it does kind of freak me out a little bit because, I know that as a 33-year-old man, how addicting, looking at an app can be, and just the comparison, of your life to other people's lives. It's pretty wild.
Yes.
I think if you're not careful with it, it can really make you feel less than, and that's the last thing I want for my kids, is to feel less than. I want them to know how amazing they are, and all the things that they bring to the table. And so when they get around older kids, 15, 16 years old, and they're Snapchatting their friends and TikToking their friends, my Willa Gray definitely loves to get on that phone and try all the different filters and all the things. And there's part of me that goes, I know that it's harmless right now, but there's also a part of me that goes, hey, put that phone down and go climb a tree.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Get outside.
Get outside and get our hands dirty.
Right.
So we'll see. They're not getting phones until they're 21.
Is that?
There you go. I love it. I love that.
Every parent that says that, they all say that. Meanwhile, their kids all have iPads and other devices, which are also phones. So nice try, Thomas. But I'm a dad too, so I got you.
For sure. I'm probably going to fold. When they're 14. That's blasphemy, dude. That's blasphemy.
Yeah, we think they're kind of overrated, no?
All right.
Dude,
I'll edit that out.
Chick-fil-A is, it's just, you know what it is? It's just consistent. And I think that is hard to find in this day and age with food. But like when you go to Chick-fil-A, I mean, first of all, you get treated like royalty. You know, when you pull up through the drive-thru and they say, "It's my pleasure to serve you." You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like all the details are perfect. The sweet tea is bomb. The chicken biscuits in the morning and the chicken minis are always exactly the same. The bread is never burnt. It's always perfectly cooked, perfectly buttered, perfectly battered. You know what I'm saying? It's just like consistently awesome chicken. One more thing on Chick-fil-A. I think that the reason they're so good is because you have to start working there to own one.
You have to work up in the ranks?
You have to work all the way up into a management category to even be considered to have a franchise for Chick-fil-A. So these people know what they're doing.
There's literally there's more qualifications. You need to be more qualified to have a Chick-fil-A than I think you do to be president of the United States of America, or it's extremely very close. It's very close.
Yeah, that is a true statement.
All right, I'll give you that. We'll give you that.
So let's talk about the home team tour. We're so excited. You're going to be here this Thursday night at MVP Arena in Albany, and Cole Swindell with you. Now, talk to me a little bit about bringing him on tour with you.
You know, Cole and I have been really, really good buddies since the beginning of both of our careers. You know, we both signed record deals in 2011. We both put out our first singles in 2012. So we kind of started in this business together, you know, and have always pulled for each other. We've written many songs with each other. Cole Swindell wrote like my second number one that I ever had, a song called Get Me Some of That. So we've always tried to work with each other. And we got to tour a little bit in 2021, but it was like 15 shows, and it didn't feel like a real long tour. And so, you know, at the end of 2022, I just asked Cole if he would want to do it one more time with me, because I know that after this tour, he's gonna go do his own thing.
Yeah, right.
Headline giant places. And, you know, we, especially the last couple of years, like we wrote Heads Carolina together, won an ACM award, you know, for that song, for Song of the Year. It just all seemed like the right fit. And Cole is just one of my favorite performances in the world. He's so full of joy and bounces around up there and sings 1,000 number one songs, and it's so great with the crowd. And, you know, we're only like 6 shows in on this tour, but it has been such a blast.
Cole is A++.
Yeah,
so
great human being.
You surround yourself
really
with the good ones, for sure.
Absolutely.
He really is. There are a few people in this world that you can call for literally anything. And Cole Swindell is one of those people.
Man, this is great.
Love it.
Yeah, he's just a great dude.
Well, Thomas, get here safely. We cannot wait for the show on Thursday night. Albany's ready. It's been a couple of years, a million hits, and they'll be singing. They'll be maybe not Taylor Swift type, you know, sing along participation, but Albany will make it real close for you.
Let's go. I love it, man. I cannot wait to be up there. And thank you guys for the phone call this morning. And hope you'll have a great rest of your day. And we'll see you Thursday night.